Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I trust you've been having some fantastic horse racing and you've enjoyed the tipping. On Saturday, Boys value bet, Busy Lizzie won at 9 to 2, 4.5 to 1, and out at Turfentine today, Under Your Spell won nicely for the Postman at 2 to 1. I think you could have got some 3 to 1 about that horse. So, top tippers in top form. Remember, we play according to a small budget, and we want you to play according to that budget. We don't want you to fire and put the rent on. So I'm going to hand you over to the postman that's going to be tipping out at the Vaal, and the postman will take you through the card.
Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, no matter where in the world you guys are, and a big warm welcome to the Top Tipper family. Racing comes to us on Tuesday the 17th of January. We're racing at the Vaal Classic. 8 races carded, first you off at 12:30. Before we get involved, guys, just some feedback. The best bet Under Your Spell arrived for us at 3 to 1. Great price. The value bet, a little upset there. I see that Ryan actually fell off the horse. So something went amiss. We'll have to see what the stats say. Guys, first race, as I said, due off at 12:30, juvenile plate, over 1,000 meters. This is the first leg of the bipod, and the obvious first selection here would be horse 4, explicit content. This one has had one run with Keegan DeMello. Keegan retains a ride. Was a fair effort, finishing second, first time out over 800 meters. This one showed a lot of pace, and again, an obvious inclusion in your bipod. For second, we've gone for the first timer. This is the 5 American Graffiti. Sianda Sasibo for the Terry yard. We know how well this apprentice rides for Sean Terry. Sianda claiming he's 4 kilos. This one will only be carrying 53.5. And if there's any support for this, guys, throw this one in. I think on breeding it's a touch short, but again, if there's support, throw this one in. For third, we've gone for another first timer. This is 3 Lincoln Navigator. Gavin Lorena for the Johan Janse van Vuren yard. Nicely bred son of Dannon Platina. And again, I wouldn't leave this one out my bipod. For fourth, we've gone for the 6. This is Godspeed. Malasele Kajedi gets a ride here for Fani Broncos. Did have one run. Did finish behind explicit content last time out, and maybe worth back end of trifectas and quartets. So race 1, guys, we've gone 4, 5, 3, and 6. In the bipod, I'm not going to take chances here. I'm going to put 3, 4, and 5 and hope that we can double up. The second race on the card, due off at 1300 hours, a juvenile plate for the girls, again over 1,000 meters. When we go through this race, my first selection here is horse 6. This is White Hills. Muzigeni gets the ride here for Roy Magna. This one did finish behind the favorite last time out. Did have excuses, and I'm looking for this one over the additional 200 meters to reverse the form. 33 to 10, if this one goes down well, maybe worth a small touch. For second, I have gone for a first timer here. This is 7 Women of Fame. This is Calvin Abib for Sean Terry. And this daughter of Water Winter, very well bred. Watch again for betting support on this one. If there is, throw this one in all your bets. For third, I have gone for the current favorite. This is number 2, Divine Moonlight. As I said, had one run, finishing third on that occasion. Henny Geling retains a ride there for the Maui yard. This did show a lot of pace last time out. And again, for me, good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. For fourth, we've gone for a first timer here. This is number 4, Ice Star. Chase Marjan for Fabian Habib. Nicely bred daughter of William Longsword. I think on breeding this may want to touch more. But again, guys, please just watch the betting here. There's nothing worse than a whole lot of juveniles in the exotics. For bipods, we've gone 2, 6, and 7. You can even throw in the 4 and hope to double up. And our selections here are 6, 7, 2, and 4. Third race on the card, you're off at 13:30, graduation plate for 3-year-old fillies to be run over 1,600 meters. And in this event, guys, my first selection here is a Rari Gold. This is horse number 1, Muziyeni for Corey Lensley. I think this one has been running against stronger than it does meet. Last 2 races, drawn really, really wide, was not disgraced. I do think that this one has been prepared for something bigger, but I think this is the class act of the race, must be included. For second, I have gone for the 3, Tulip Tree. Randall Simons gets back aboard this daughter of What a Winter. This is a third run after the rest. And I really think that if the 1 happens to get beat, this is a one that will beat it, the 3, Tulip Tree. For third, I've gone for 2, Tipsy Tarragon, Calvin Habib for Tony Peter. This is a first run for the yard. We saw that Calvin rode and won on Tony's first horse as a trainer. I wouldn't be leaving this one out. I really would not. It did compete in a grade 1 last time out, was not disgraced, finishing only 8 lengths behind Make It Snappy. If this one takes to the Vaal Classic track, again, must be included. Pick 6s, I think 1, 2, and 3 should get us through. For fourth, I have gone for the 6, Gimme Light, Keegan DeMello for the Matchet Yard, and I think that this one good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. So race 3, guys, I've gone 1, 3, 2, and 6. We'll move on to the fourth race on the card, first leg of Jackpot 1, due off at 14:05. This is a maiden plate over 1,500 meters. This event, guys, don't like this race at all. Put in as many as your budget would allow. Please take note, at this stage in time, guys, horse number 7, Mo the Man, has been scratched, so it leaves us a field of 13 runners. And in this event, my narrow first selection is the 9, Powers That Be. Caden Brewer retaining the ride here for the Alec Laird Yard. Last time out finished 3 lengths behind October Fair. It wasn't a bad effort considering it was drawn in the car park. The time before that also drawn wide, finished 3rd behind Save the Queen. I do think with a better draw of 6, I think this one certainly should finish in the money. For second, guys, I have gone for the 3. This is Raptors Island, Gabriel Peterson for Tony Peter. This again, first run for the yard. This was with the Dennis Bosch yard in KZN. And again, I certainly wouldn't be leaving Raptor Island out. For third, we've gone for the 2. This is Silvana Song. Cabela Matsiani for Stewie Pettigrew. Has had 3 fair efforts. And again, could fill in the back of the trifectas and quartets. For fourth, I've gone for the current favorite. This is horse number 1, Coyote, Keegan DeMello for the Johan Janssen van Vuren yard. This has probably got some of the better form in this field. However, drawn 14 out of 14, would need a hell of a lot of luck in the running. Larger perms, I would throw it in, but I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to go in my exotics 9, 3, and 2. The fifth race on the card is due off at 14:40. Another race over 1,500 meters. It's a merit rated 7 to 8 handicap for the girls. And in this event, guys, you find the first of our value bets. And I think horse number 3, Light of Day, Muziyeni for Paulie Matchett. Nicely drawn at 1. I think round about 5 to 1. I think this is great value. I'm putting a line through the last run. I think it's a lot better than that. And as I said, 5 to 1 worth an each way touch. For second, I've gone for horse number 2, Cheringoma. Jeff Seister gets the ride here for Stewie Pettigrew. Jeff rides really, really well for the yard. I certainly won't be leaving this one out any of my exotics. Second run after rest, and I'm looking for a decent effort from horse number 2. For third, I've gone for horse 7. This has just been nice. Laselica Jedi for the Candace Dawson yard. He will be claiming 2.5 kilos and carrying a nice handy galloping mass of 51. Certainly should be there when the whips are cracking. For fourth, we've gone for the 8, Toto's Dream. JP van der Merwe getting the ride here for the Mike and Adam Azzi yard. JP rides well for the yard. I see they're throwing blinkers on for the first time. Finished third last time out. We see that the horse that ran second has come out and won. So the form has been franked. And as I said, guys, throw in a couple here as well. We've gone 3, 2, 7, and 8. The 6th race on the card. This is due off at 15:20, met rated 76 handicap, again for the girls, over 1,800 meters. And in this event, guys, we find the second of our value bets. This is horse number 1, Little Mary Sunshine. Randall Simons gets the ride here for the Cock Yard. 33 to 10, again, I think is great value. Nicely drawn at 1. They had blinkers last time. Blinkers remain on, and again I'm looking for a decent effort from this. For second, I have gone for number 2. This is Lady Regent. This is Keegan de Miller for Candace Dawson. We know that Keegan always rides well for the yard, and again I certainly won't be leaving this one out any of my exotics. For third, gone for a real roughie here. This is his 6, Vickle Spickle. Cabello Mazziani for Erica Verdenese. We go back and look 3 runs back. This one did win with Cabello aboard. Has got some fair form if you go back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 runs. 20 to 1. I'm going to throw this one in. Larger perm, absolutely. If this one arrives, I'll be one of very, very few to go through. For fourth, I have gone for the favorite. This is the 7, LMB. Calvin Habib for the Terry yard. Did win a maiden last time out by just over 3.5 lengths. It was a work riders. I don't know how strong that field was. Maybe good enough for me back end of trifectas and quartets. So race 6, 1, 2, 6, and 7. And I do think that the 1 is nice value at 33 to 10. We'll move on to race number 7. And this is due off at 15:55, novice handicap over 1,200 meters. Guys, this race for me can also throw up a real rough result. When we go through here, there's many horses that are coming back from very, very long layoffs. Some horses I think are running too short. So when we go through just by process of elimination, we have to look at horse number 4. This is Wind Water. Keegan de Miller for Johan Janssen van Vuren. Nicely drawn at 1. Won a maiden last time out. I certainly won't be having a bet on the nose, but certainly must be included in all exotics. For second, I have gone for the 6. Permiso Avanti. Chase Marjan for the Van Vuren yard. Last time out, this one looked a winner, got collared very, very late. And again, I think that this one must be included in all exotics. For third, I've gone for the 2, Time Me to Shine, Gavlarina for the Brett Warren yard. This is coming back from a long rest, 24 weeks. I think this has been running to some strong sorts. Again, if you're having a punt on the nose, watch this one go down, guys. If looking well, I certainly think this one, again, can go very, very close, if not in need of the run. For fourth, we've gone for the 7. This is Storm Dictator. Siande Sasibo for the Terry yard. He'll be taking his 4 kilos off. This gelding will be carrying only 50.5. Again, coming back from a lengthy layoff of 52 weeks. Again, guys, if you're having a punt on the nose, watch this one go down. And have a look. If you're taking pick 6s, you have a choice of bankering the 4 just on process of elimination. However, for larger punters or those that want to take a smaller percentage, I'm going to load up here and hope that one of the roughies can arrive for us. So in this event, guys, we've gone 4, 6, 2, and 7. We move on to the lucky last, race 8, due off at 16:25, made rate at 72 handicap, over 1450 meters. Please take note, guys, at this stage in time, the 6 Rattleback has been scratched, leaving us with a field of 10. And in this event, my first selection here is horse number 4, Pinch Hit. This is Gavin Larena for Farney Broncos. Please take note, guys, very important. This did run on the 12th of Jan, did win, and has been penalized. This one will be carrying 60 kilos. However, I still think that this one is in front of the handicapper, and again, should give a very good account of itself. For second, I've thrown in horse number 7, Save the Queen, JP van der Merwe for Alec Laird. This one did win a maiden last time under the hands of JP, and again, I certainly think can fill in one of the place bets and could even trouble our first selection here for the winner's box. For third, I've gone for the 8 After Hours, Keegan DeMello for St. John Gray. I see there's been a touch of support for this one into 7-1. Don't leave this one out if you're taking exotics. For fourth, we've gone for the other St. John Gray runner. This is horse number 2, Fog Bank. Ryan Munger gets him out here. We saw Ryan win yesterday for St. John Gray, and this horse loves this course and distance, is having a peak run. Larger perms, throw this one in. So in quite an open event, we've gone 4, 7, 8, and 2. Guys, as I said, there are first 2 races, a lot of first timers, a lot of juveniles. Watch them go down. If you're having a punt on the nose, see what they look like. Sadly, for your bypass, even your PA, I think you should load earlier on and try and go lighter later. Guys, take it easy, look after yourself, and Stephen, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that input, the postman. I see you've tipped to 8-race program. Your normal bipod PA, I see you've added pick 6s in lately, and you've just been stiff with a couple of them. Your jackpot 1 and your jackpot 2. Your value bet, race 5, number 3, Light of Day at 9-2, and race 6, number 1, Little Mary Sunshine at 33-10. So please, Lord, let them arrive for our loyal subscribers, and let's keep having lots of fun. So guys, enjoy your racing, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.